Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be taking the chess personality quiz. The website is chesspersonality.com. This was brought up recently in our ChessGoals Discord server, and a bunch of members have taken the test. So at the end, it gives you a playing style, and we've seen one member with almost every single playing style so far. We've seen Genius, Natural, Barbarian, Grinder, Mastermind, another Grinder, Anaconda, Natural, Romantic, Champion. So people are wondering, Matt, what's your chess playing style? So we're going to take the quiz on this video and we'll see how it goes. Alright, question 1. Which side would you rather play in the following position? Black to move. So looking at this position, I think white has more space. The e7 bishop is pinned. The only thing I notice is that white is actually down one minor piece for a pawn. So white is missing a knight here. But I really don't like that king in the center. I see knight f5 ideas, potential sacrifices. Black to move. I think I'm going to go white. I just like the attack for white. When you play in tournaments, do you usually score with consistent results, or do you often perform on the extremes? Very consistent. Rarely does my USCF rating move more than 5 points in a tournament. So I'm going to go consistent. Which best describes how you think about this position in the Sveshnikov Sicilian? So I have the Magnus Carlsen repertoire from Chessable from the black side, and I've also played this from the white side as well. So would you say, oh no. Sorry, I don't know what I did. I think I clicked on it, okay. So is black giving up the critically important square, or do they have a lot of potential counterplay with the f-pawn break? I think B. I like the activity by black here, and it's a more fun position, I think, to play for black, even though white is pretty solid with that d5 square. I bring my best games when facing opponents I dislike. I don't really notice my opponent. I'm going with B. I don't notice the opponent too much. Black has just played g5. Is your first instinct to take on g5 or retreat to g3? First instinct is probably to retreat. I'll check the capture, but my instinct is to retreat there. Do you play gambits? Yes, I like to play the Benko gambit primarily, but I don't play a ton of gambits. So it's a hard question, but I do play them. I'm not opposed to gambits. How would you think about whether to take on g5? Evaluate the placement of the pieces to see if it's promising. Calculate variations to decide if the attack is strong enough. Yeah, so, first glance, I want bishop g3. Looking a little bit deeper, I see that the rook can swing over, which is going to be good, but I would calculate things out before making the final decision. Under serious time pressure, are you more likely to miss a tactic or move pieces aimlessly? I think B. I'll be looking at tactics under time pressure, but oftentimes, and I've shown this in some of my over-the-board game reviews, when my time gets low, I just start moving pieces around. They're solid moves, but I don't have a plan. Which of these ideas do you prefer for white? Trade bishops and put a strong knight on d4. So I do like that. We're trading off black's good bishop, leaving them with the bad bishop. And then double the rooks on the c file. Oh, okay. It prevents black from doubling and playing rook c2. Yeah, I like that a lot. Or should white push d4, temporarily misplacing black's dark squared bishop, and then start an attack on the king side? Oh. I like that too. I think that's my option. Both of them kind of block in this bishop, but I think we should go d4, f5, and start the attack. I like white's attack here a lot. You start out the game with 1 d4. Would you rather your opponent play d5 or f5? I'm going f5. I think there's more ways to take advantage of that. You've been ahead of pawn for most of the game, but after tough resistance from your opponent, you have only 5 minutes left in this position. Should you play on or offer your opponent a draw? Play on. 5 minutes is plenty of time. Which statement comes closest to your feelings? It's always a joy to be paired with someone you've crushed in the past. The odds of winning are slightly higher against opponents one has previously beaten. I'm a nice guy, but I do like to crush my opponents, so I'm going with A. With plenty of time on your clock, what would you do in this position? Trade on e6 and play rook d7, because the endgame is good for white, or redirect the knight to c3 via a4 to preserve the better minor piece. Well, that's two different things. Or invest some serious time calculating whether knight takes e6 achieves anything concrete. Okay, so the question is, would you just make the decision with plenty of time on the clock, or would you calculate it out? I would calculate it out. I mean, this is a huge decision. If you have time on the clock, I'm going to figure out, is it worth taking that bishop? Do I want to retreat and preserve that imbalance? So, with time on the clock, I'm calculating. What do you think of the famous saying, chess is 99% tactics? Well, I think if you take that 99% literally, disagree. And I think at higher ratings, you definitely need to play strong positional chess. I would say only for beginners is it really all about just the tactics. So, disagree. How do you feel about this wild gambit line for black? No way am I trying to lose. I like my chances, and this will definitely mess with my opponent. So black is down a rook and 2 pawns, white's only down a knight and a pawn. His queen's being attacked. No, I don't like it. I mean, I like active play, but I feel like there's just too much material here. Well, I don't know. It's actually a tough question. I mean, black does have really nice initiative. I would have fun playing black here. All right, I'm going to go with B, actually. There's so much play. I mean, my brain wants to calculate everything out, but I think, yeah, I like the activity. I like having the initiative. After losing a game, have you ever broken something or yelled out loud? Yes. Don't even go into detail. White to play in castle. Kingside or queenside? I mean, we have h3, g4, g5. Quick attack. I kind of want queenside here. Which is closer to the truth? I get excited or nervous before a game. I don't worry about prizes, money, titles, or honors while playing. I just play my game. I get a little bit of nerves for over the board chess, but for the most part, I'm more in it just because I enjoy playing. I like kind of that flow state of just sitting in front of the board, only thinking about your chess, not worrying about other things. So I'm going to go with B. How would you come up with a plan in this position as white? Consider the strengths and weaknesses of black's position, decide where my pieces feel best, calculate some line for white to see how strong various possibilities are. Yeah, I think probably what I would do is really look at the imbalances, try to find strengths and weaknesses for both sides. So I'm going with A. Last question, which is harder for you to do? Identify my advantages in building a plan. Trade a good position for a strong attack. I mean, I feel like I tend to identify advantages in the position quite a bit, but I also feel like that's a weakness of mine, is finding a good plan. So I'm going to say that's actually harder for me. Even though I do it a lot, I think I need work on it. Oh, I get surgeon. I don't think anyone in the Discord had surgeon yet. I'm just checking right now. Interesting. I'm the only person that got surgeon so far out of like 10 people that have done it. Surgeons are tricky, practical players who use positional play to fight for a win in all positions. Yeah, I agree with that. They don't usually gain big advantages early in the game, sometimes even get into worse positions, but the surgeon is clever and knows how to fight. Yeah, I agree with that too. I'm not someone that's going to like blow my opponent off the board usually early in the game. With great nerves and calculating ability, a surgeon will uncover every hidden resource available to bring the game to a favorable conclusion. I think that's something that I'm working on. I need work for sure. But if I can, I have the solid nerves, I think. But if I can improve my calculating ability, that's really something I want to work on for over-the-board chess. But yeah, I agree with this mostly. More attacking than positional 100%. I think of myself as a positional player, but yeah, I do really like to attack. Aggressive, calculating, and calm. Yeah, so to me, the interesting ones are here. Positional and solid. I mean, I do like to play solid and then attack from a solid position. So, yeah, I could see this, though. I mean, I think these two, I would say, are pretty good. Somewhere in the middle, closer to calculating and calm. So Emanuel Lasker is a surgeon. And the recommended openings are the Roy Lopez for white. I have not played the Roy Lopez since I was young. I usually play d4 or knight f3. And for black, the Roy Lopez. Again, I haven't played e5 since I was pretty young. But I'd be open to trying it again. I mean, maybe I should pick up the Roy Lopez. Queen's Gambit declined orthodox defense. I have been playing, or sorry, I should say studying more Queen's Gambit declined as part of the ChessGoals Slav repertoire. We have some QGD lines in there. So this was really interesting. If you've taken the test or you take the test now, let me know in the comments below what you got. Which personality are you? And do you agree or disagree with it? And please give the video a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of chess improvement content. There's links below on how to join ChessGoals. We have study plans, we have opening courses, quite a bit of stuff out there on our website. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.